of us who like revelation, who like power, there cannot be revelation and power until there is a place. Everything a man has is relevant to the man in getting a place from God. Because certain problems die when there is a place. When Moses in chapter 33 of the book of Exodus, he said to Yahweh, he said, Yahweh, you're taking us along. Yahweh, we are not going to go anywhere until you take us along. Yahweh, we are not going anywhere. God looked at Moses and said, I will not be in your company. I will give you a place. I will not be around you until I give you a place. God cannot be around without a place. And then he said to Moses in 33, he said, there's a place by me. He said, when you go there, you will meet me, then I will be in the journey. If a spirit loves you, I want to give you abundance of revelation. He must give you a place. When I know place, I just wrote a course now before I came out. When the moment I know a place, writing will not be difficult for me. Tomorrow I'm going to write a chapter, a new book on God introduced himself on the root of men. And I just finished writing that man is an eighth God. I just wrote chapter 1 on it. When there is a place, you don't beg visitation. God visits the place. The place of God for us is an economy. In Genesis chapter 3, where God visited was where he gave Moses Adam in chapter 2. In chapter 2, he gave Adam a place. After he created, he said there's a place at the east of Eden where there is a garden. In 3, when he visited, he came there. When he wanted to visit Moses, he came there and revealed himself to Moses, saw the backside. In Revelation, in Hebrew chapter 1, he gave Jesus a place at the right hand. And the right hand separated God from his son, who is upon the throne. Now, you can listen. When you hear, please listen. When you hear, behold similitude, you're talking about a man that interprets God from a place. Revelation will not stop confusing you until you know the face you represent. 430 books. I have never conflicted myself in one area. All that I do is to like advance the revelation that I originally wrote in the beginning. From a place. So each time I want to write, like I'm going to write in the morning, God's grace, or what I was writing now, the moment that I went to that place, when the man took a ring and gave you your hand and said, you're my wife, competition ended. Listen, there are things that man will never hide from you. If you want to know anything about your husband, you touch the ring and God tell you everything about the owner of that ring. That ring came into your hand by a man. The man that gave you that ring will never hide himself. Because he has already given you a place. If God or any human being didn't give you a place, there's nothing to trust. I said, if God or a man, any human being didn't give you a place, you don't have anything to trust. You don't have power. This is deacons. This is pastors. If you come here on Sunday and sit down here, you won't have fever. And if you are not a deacon or a deacon, you don't come here to sit down. Even if you are the one cleaning the seat, you sit down on it. Somebody who do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 and became a deacon and sat there, he has not gone through test. Excuse me. Standing up on this altar now, this afternoon, shepherd of mankind, is an elevation. I said, if God didn't give you a place, there is nothing to trust yet. And that is why Joshua them couldn't have place. They followed the man that had place. Place itself is power. When Jesus came, he had a place. Apostle Paul, then Peter, they followed him. All of us. And it is from that place that Jesus divulged secret things of God in mysteries. Now that is why the moment you marry a man, so you familiarity will start. Somebody said, I don't want to be familiar with my husband. I say, there's no way. There's no way you can't be familiar anymore. The moment there is sharing, there's familiarity. There was coming together, and then you produce a child for the man, and the children are with you. The veil that made that man whatever thing had just left. Everything he just struggled to respect. You want to give him, you call him and say, come, your children with me need food. If he's wasting time, you start sending him hot test. You see, because what has connected you, the children are evidence, they are already, and then you want to see be omnipotent. That's why some of us, it doesn't take you time to be angry with your husband. But that's familiarity. The man got richer, he will look for his children. That is how it is to God. When God gives you a place, that things he loses for you. Not even ordinary weakness. Not even ordinary weakness that makes you be replaced. In the first place, the place he gave you is an eternal place. That is, you are announced. And then he's tied. And then there's that the union produces something. Something that God cannot deny. Church, is he awesome today? Is he awesome? So I said there cannot be representation until there is a known place. There is something that I said here on the price of light. Rather than the price of light. Kennedy, I'm not sure that I have it, but I like to write down. Why people like walking in darkness? Walking in darkness. Why people like walking in darkness? Because they don't want to pay for light. They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay price that they should pay for light. I said in one of my books, I said light is more important than life. If you look up, I'm going to give you this gift. There is no human being that ignored light, that didn't waste his life. I see people that live and keep wasting. If you open their mouth, they will say no manner of things because they are lightless. You look at somebody and say, this person, are you okay? That is why light is very, very expensive. God will not allow you to have it if you don't buy it. In chapter 5 of Revelation, Jesus died to buy. So what have you paid? One of the ways to know how powerful you are is what the price you have paid for light. I said the what? And there are different illumination, different intensity of brightness. Is it, why do you want to pray a lightless man out of poverty? Can I say it again? I said, why do you want to? You cannot use prayer to sustain riches in a lightless life. The treasure is in light. A lightless man or woman can't stop struggling. I am not saying that somebody should not jam one small money here, persistence, but there can be flow. Because